So this woman was so desperate that she planned the perfect murder, but made one crucial mistake. Her name is Stacey Ruth Castor. Stacey met her first husband, Michael Wallace, in 1984 when she was 17. The couple married and had their first daughter, Ashley, in 1987. A second daughter, Bree, was born in 1991. Stacey was employed by an ambulance dispatch company, while Michael Wallace worked nights as a mechanic, but the family had little money. According to Stacey, her husband was very close to Bree, showing a favoritism that Stacey made up for by becoming best friends with her elder daughter, Ashley. Despite the couple's closeness with their children, the couple grew apart, and it was rumored that each was having extramarital affairs. In late 1999, Michael Wallace began feeling intermittently ill. Family members variously remember him as acting unsteady, coughing, and seeming swollen. As his inexplicable sickness persisted over the holiday season, his family encouraged him to seek medical care, but he died in early 2000 before he could do so. Physicians told Stacey that her husband had died of a heart attack. Although Michael Wallace's sister was skeptical and requested an autopsy, Stacey refused, saying she believed the doctors were correct. After Wallace's death at age 38, Castor collected a $55,000 life insurance policy. In 2003, Stacey married David Castor. David owned an air conditioning installation and repair company, and she served as his office manager. Each had children from a previous marriage. David had a grown son, David Jr., and she had daughters, Ashley and Bree. One Monday, August 22nd, Stacey made a frantic call to 911, saying her husband hadn't shown up for work. She claimed she last spoke to him at 5 a.m. Sunday, when he locked her out of the bedroom.
Police Communications, can I help you?
My name is Stacey Castor. My husband didn't show up to work this morning. I don't know what's going on. I'm just getting a little concerned because I haven't talked to him since 5 o'clock in the morning on Sunday when he locked me out of the bedroom.
Stacey told the Onondaga County Sheriff's Office that her husband had locked himself in their bedroom following an argument and had not been seen or heard from for the past day. She claimed he was depressed and she was worried about the gun he kept in the room. Upon visiting the house for a wellness check, a police officer kicked in the bedroom door and found David inside. The police officer called for paramedics, but by the time they arrived, it was too late. David Castor was dead. 2 glasses were on the nightstand next to the bed, one containing what was later identified as antifreeze. Under the bed, they found a bottle of antifreeze with its cap off. When police searched the kitchen and found a turkey baster, apparently smelling of alcohol, disposed of in the trash can, they began to suspect foul play. The Onondaga County Sheriff's Office remained skeptical and began an investigation that would last 2 years. Police found that in David Castor's will, he left everything to his wife and her 2 daughters and nothing to his biological son. 3 months after Castor's death, detectives reached out to nearby Cayuga County investigators about the death of Michael Wallace, Stacey's first husband, to learn more. Cayuga County investigators said there were certain similarities in the 2 husbands' deaths. Police suspected that both of Stacey Castor's husbands were poisoned with antifreeze, a painful death that leads to the formation of crystals in the victim's organs. Investigators decided to exhume the body of Stacey's first husband and examine him to see if his organs contained those telltale crystals associated with antifreeze. After the autopsy was completed, investigators of the Onondaga County Sheriff's Office confirmed that Michael Wallace was loaded with crystals. They knew at that point they had a double homicide, and Stacey probably killed both her husbands. Police had set up a camera at Stacey's home and one at the graveyard where her husbands were buried. Authorities also wiretapped her phone and say it was on one of those phone calls where they learned she had been to the cemetery soon after Wallace's body was exhumed. On September 7, 2007, Stacey was brought in for questioning. The detective's line of questioning led to a noticeably suspicious response from Stacey. He asked Stacey if she remembered which glass it was that she poured the cranberry juice in. And she looked at the photo and said, "Well, when I poured the antifreeze, And then she stopped and said, I mean the cranberry juice." When the detective caught her slip of the tongue, she accused him of trying to frame her and stopped the interview. Ashley Wallace, Stacey's oldest daughter, was attending her first day at college on September 12, 2007, when two investigators arrived to deliver the news that her father had died of antifreeze poisoning instead of the heart attack she had once believed. Ashley was shaken and called her mother. Police wiretaps recorded Stacey asking her daughter questions about her conversations with the detectives. Stacey then suggested they have a drink together because they've had a hard day. Ashley agreed. When she met up with her mother, she mixed up a drink, which Ashley drank, then passed out and wound up in her bedroom. The next day, Ashley woke up with a hangover, went to school, and returned. Her mother offered to get drunk again to celebrate her 21st birthday early. Ashley drank this cocktail her mom had prepared for her. She remembered that the drink did not taste very good and that her mom got her a straw and told her to put it to the back of her throat and just drink it. Ashley did what her mother told her, and then she was tired and went to lay down. The next morning, Bree Wallace, Ashley's younger sister, found her sister barely breathing. She told her mother, who called 911.
In an ambulance.
What's the problem?
My daughter has taken some pills. Sounds like there's something in her throat.
While Stacey relayed to the 911 dispatcher, Bree Wallace found a 750-word typewritten letter that appeared to be written by Ashley with her typed signature, confessing to the murders of her father and stepfather and saying she was now taking her own life. Stacey really wanted the 911 call taker to know that there was a suicide note. Tests revealed that potentially fatal painkillers had been found in Ashley's system and that she most likely would have died if she had been taken to the hospital just a few minutes later. When Ashley woke up, the police questioned her about the murders and the suicide note. She said the last thing she remembered was her mother making her an alcoholic drink. She told the officers that she had not written the note and was confused by their questions. That same day, Stacey was arrested at the hospital and charged with the murder of her second husband, David Castor, and the attempted murder of her daughter, Ashley. Stacey was later indicted on December 20th, 2007, on one count each of second-degree murder, second-degree attempted murder, and a plot to present a forged will. Stacey's defense attorney followed the line of defense that Ashley was responsible for David Castor's death and that Ashley also attempted to kill herself. Prosecutors presented evidence showing how antifreeze poisoning can be identified from the growth of calcium oxalate crystals in the kidneys, and that this was seen in Wallace and David's autopsies. In addition, they noted money as one of the main reasons Stacey murdered her husbands. She had wanted to collect on their life insurance and estates and had changed David's will to exclude his son by a previous marriage from the money left to him by David. Having searched Castor's computer, prosecutors found several drafts of the purported suicide note. Forensic investigators found that based on the timestamps, it had been written while Ashley was in school, proving she couldn't have been its author. Stacey faced 25 years to life if convicted when her trial began in January 2009. The jury deliberated for 4 days. She was finally convicted of second-degree murder of David Castor, attempted murder of her daughter Ashley, and forging David Castor's will on February 5, 2009. She was sentenced to just over 51 years in prison, even though she adamantly maintained her innocence. Stacey had her eyes closed as the verdicts were read. She was dubbed the Black Widow by media outlets. She died in prison of natural causes in 2016. She was 48 when she died and never saw her daughters again after her conviction.